It's Care Providers of Minnesota's The Inside Scoop. With your advocacy team, Toby Pearson, Nicole Matson, Todd Bergstrom, and Patty Cullen. This week's host, Toby Pearson.
Welcome to today's Inside Scoop. Today is Friday, March 13th. Dun, dun, dun. This week at the Capitol, we spent a lot of time on COVID. Yes, it is all-consuming at the Capitol. So, the first round of funding went to MDH. Both the House and the Senate acted promptly at the beginning of the week. The governor signed the bill. There's funding that was set aside to go to MDH internally to make sure they can start getting better prepared and have enough resources around to start to handle what is happening with the COVID-19 outbreak. The second part is the House and the Senate are both now kind of figuring out what they want to do with quote-unquote emergency funding that might be needed for either hospitals, nursing homes, or assisted livings, basically the healthcare in general. They're taking two different approaches right now. We continue to talk with both the House and the Senate. They're having hearing after hearing, trying to sort things out. It's a moving target, but we are there and we are being asked for input, so that's good. Also, we have been meeting with both MDH and DHS to make sure, as best we can, that they know what's going on within our facilities as far as funding from DHS on both long-term care sides, assisted living, skilled nursing facilities, and regulations from MDH as far as what we're facing and what happens if we get a case in any of our facilities. So we continue to be actively engaged, trying to be ready for what could be really bad, or if we get ahead of it, what might not be so bad. It's a big unknown, and people at the Capitol don't like the unknown. It makes a lot of people anxious. So all we can do is be present and talking and giving them information. So that's what we are doing. Also at the Capitol, Tim Walz, the governor, put out his supplemental budget. As you recall, there was a projected surplus. It increased to $1.5 billion, mostly one-time money, not a lot of ongoing spending. Well, there is also some uncertainty economically. So there's some question as to whether or not that surplus actually even exists at this point. So he was very conservative in his approach. He set aside a bunch of money for quote-unquote emergency response. He set aside some money to put it into the rainy day fund, which is also kind of a, we don't know what's happening economically and we don't want to be faced with just horrible things next year, so we're going to have some money in the bank, so to speak. And then the last couple things he did some money for natural disaster, he did some support student well-being money. All of these were smaller amounts that were more of a tip the cap towards these things than actually handling any particular thing. Staffing at prisons, he also increased some money for staffing at prisons. And then lastly, there was some controversial overpayments last summer with DHS. He set aside some money to try to handle that. So all in all, very safe supplemental budget, kind of also recognizing the uncertainty that exists out there. Still emphasizing bonding. Both the House and the Senate are putting together bonding bills. We anticipate that there will be some action on that upcoming. Now there's crazy rumors also at the Capitol, so we're not going to feed into those right now, but just know that there are rumors flying around about will they stop meeting, will they take an extended break, how will they handle the COVID outbreak, because as you know, we canceled our day at the Capitol. Lots of folks are canceling their days at the Capitol, but there are also public meeting laws that they have to comply with. So they're talking about what to do in order to keep some things moving and also not put more people at risk because of the public gathering space that is the Capitol. So what we did was we planned a webinar for Wednesday We are going to give you an update on what's happening at the Capitol, and we are also going to ask you to contact your legislator via email, telephone, to convey our message in that manner. So, for all of you who did sign up to come to our day at the Capitol, thank you, but we have canceled it, and we are going to do a webinar and send you some information upcoming, so look forward to that.
Hi everybody, just wanted to provide you with an update about Day at the Capitol. It is moving to virtual Day at the Capitol. We're going to have a webinar, and our topics are going to be more focused on COVID and what we're all doing to respond to COVID and how we connect with our stakeholders, be it our legislators, our families, government agencies, as to how we're responding to COVID and how we're preparing. So instead of in person, it's going to be a webinar on the 18th from 1 p.m. to 2:30. We want to have enough time so that we have the ability for you to ask questions. And we'll focus a little bit on what's going on at the Capitol, but that's an evolving thing as well. And we'll just provide you with updates and let you have some time for questions too.
And that is this week's Inside Scoop.